And good evening again from Belleville East, the Metro Classic. This is Jeff Wellman as we have Quincy High Blue Devil volleyball. And it is fun. This is the second match here. I'm glad you went out, got a bite to eat or whatever you did, and are back with us here. Had to move the equipment 50 feet, so I'm getting everything checked out here as I'm kind of in our pregame here. Pregame brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. You need wood, you need bathrooms, you need kitchens. Kevin Vandeman and staff is the guy to go to. Woodmart Building Center. We'll be back with the pre-match show. We'll talk about it and talk about the coaching before the game, but she gave us a few tips on this one, and that'll be brought to you by QHS. And we'll also have the starting lineups here and Blue Devil volleyball action. It is the Woodmart Building Center pre-match show on mechasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
And welcome back to the Metro Classic, the 28th annual Belleville East Tournament here as we get ready for our second match. First match at 5:30, Devils beat Liberty from Wentzville. They were the Liberty Eagles, 25-16, 25-17 in that match. Devils improved now to 17-1. Breeze Mater Dei right before our match beat Liberty, and Breeze now, after beating Breeze Central earlier this week, they are now 16-4. Like opponent, Chatham Glenwood. Devils started off the first match of the year with Chatham Glenwood, took them 3. It was we won. Chatham took us 3. Chatham ended up beating this Mater Dei team 2-1 early in the season, and then Mater Dei came back and beat them next time 2-0. So they've had a head-to-head there as well, a kind of comparison there. Mater Dei, a lot of familiar names out there, and when you've got, of course, it's spelled Rakers in Quincy, it's Rockers. It was the coach down there, and of course, Adrienne might be hurt tonight. We're going to have to double-check that. Some good players out here. We've got a Reese Crakey, and I believe that might be a relation to Paul Crakey. Haley Klosterman, and there was Klosterman's, of course. I'm not sure if Klosterman came up or if it was that Kellerman that came to Quincy. Of course, Paul Crakey, Dewey Calmer, Diane Glob. They're all Mater Dei Knights from yesteryear. And, of course, the Killen family, Dirk, Terry, Cindy, Brock, Kelly, all 5 of them, and their mom and dad, all from there, and, of course, came to Quincy for the dad to coach. Never had a chance to as he passed away. But we always have a good relationship. And Terry Killen still down there teaching in that area as well. So a lot of good stuff out of them. They've got about 6 attackers, so about like Quincy. They lead by Klosterman. She has 102 kills. But then you've got 97 by Patton, Haig with 96, 92 by Rockers, 80 by Neninger. They share it all over. You look at Diggs, of course, that's Lampy and Cool seem to be there, as well as Jamruck. Klosterman also popping in there. Assist, it's all Addison Neninger. The senior, 395 assists so far this season. She's strong out there. Service receives, 3 of them are out there doing it. Lampy, Cool, and Jamruck. So should be a great one there. Well matched up, good height on the other side. And, of course, Mater Dei, good ball team. They always do, and that doesn't matter what sport it is. And, of course, for many years, Mater Dei and Central used to have to battle to get out of the regionals there in Breeze, and that was such a shame there. Checking my volume levels. Hope you got me up there. I can't hear myself, but that's okay. Club 4 Volleyball, of course, they'll have our starting lineups. Club 4 Volleyball, of course, it provides all their athletes with the necessary tools to be successful, whether it's technical, physical, or mental. Coach talks about that so much. Club 4 is dedicated to providing a safe environment where athletes can compete, coaches want to coach. Here at Club 4, We strive to grow athletes' love for the game while shaping into an exceptional player and even better person. Our starting lineups brought to you by Club 4 Volleyball. And lineups will look like this. Madison Luce wears number 2. Number 3, Lena Bunty. Elena Moore, number 7. Kristen Damon, number 6. Alyssa Farlow, number 13. And Leah Knudsen, number 1. Oh, don't forget Maddie Markwart. She is number 14. Devils in their road blue, trimmed in white. For Modern Day, starting up in that front row, Avery Patton up on the front right. In the middle, Addison Neninger. In the back 3, Abby Kuhl. Also out there, Claire Von Bokel, I think it was. I know I said it wrong, and he corrected me, and I forgot it. Sorry there. Trying to catch the front line out there as they are on the other side. Devils are on the near court this time. First substitution comes in right off the bat. I believe that is Kylie Eversgerd, outside hitter, defensive specialist, as she wears the blue uniform. Oh, check that. That's Ava Lampe, excuse me. Defensive specialist and the libero, the junior. It's clear across the other way. She wears number 1. Haley Klosterman wears number 14, and I think that is our lineup over there. And that is the starting lineup brought to you by Club 4 Volleyball. We are ready to go here. To our right, you'll see Kristen Damon to serve for the Devils. Received on the other side. Set up to the first big long hit here on the back. Devils are up there. Devils get the first point of the night. Big swing from the front left that time. Haley Klosterman, outside hitter, defensive specialist, a sophomore. Damon to serve. So glad you're with us out here tonight. Extra coverage. Knudsen after Klosterman's big swing. Farlow has hers blocked. Big hitters up front. Modern Day is big. They match up with us across the front row. Good volleyball there as well. Side out goes across. Ava Lampe will be serving. Where's number 1? She's a junior. Lampe digs and assists. 48 assists on the season. Knudsen receives. Damon to set. Luce has to tip it across. Free one for Modern Day. Big hit, but a big block. Luce and Farlow were there. Back to that same side. Markwart deep off her hands. On the pass, and it goes over. Modern Day with a score. Checking where my scoring is over there. We have flip charts, of course. 5 different pools of 3. We'll talk about that when we have a break. Tell you all the teams that are here. Modern Day and Liberty from Wentzville with Quincy. Nice tip over there, Farlow. Coming up, Lampe to pick it up. Devils go up front. Too close to the net. Damon couldn't get it, but right there, Von Bokel was ready for the block. Modern Day's got a 3-0 lead to start this one off. First set here, Belleville East, the 28th annual Metro Classic. Lots of good volleyball teams here as we wait for the set. Knudsen serves, receive. Damon across the left side. Second one through. Good job by Elena Moore. Big hit from Moore. Luce went first. Went by. Moore was right behind for the kill. Farlow now comes back to serve. Front row, Markwart, Moore, and Luce. Knudsen and Damon are there. They keep giving the score to the wrong people over there. And Devils get a point on the serve. Knudsen was over there looking. They're all going, yeah, you got it wrong over there. They got it right now. Although they just went 3-3 now. Farlow to serve. Good job. Received on the other side. On that left again. Klosterman deep, big, and right here in the corner. That's the one disadvantage, if there is a disadvantage to be in the corner here. At the end, you get the balls coming, so quick hands to the camera and quick feet when they come towards you. Farlow serving as the Devils are up 1. Received up in the front. Trying to go middle hit, way big. Gieselman and Bunty were at the end of the bench, almost took them out. Neither one were expecting it. Coach Moore jumped out of the way. Kate Brown, she jumped out of the way, and that missile came flying in there. Be alert on the bench. Good job by the Devils. Knights couldn't get it up to the front. Devils with a score. It went up there to Neninger. It was up towards the net. Addison could not put it in play. Farlow to serve. To the back. Setting. Oh, no. Neninger. Smart move up front. She decided not to set it. She goes up with that big left. and swings as the setter. That might be. I think she had a number of kills here, too, for the team. 80. So there goes, shows you why your setter's getting your kills there. To the left, Nininger sets. Goes over the block. Had a double block there. Somebody was in the net. Moore's coming up limping a little bit. I'm not sure if she came down on something or if the two Knights came flying underneath. It does go back over to the Knights, by the way. Elena trying to walk it off there a little bit. Left knee just a little bit. Not sure if she turned it or if she just, like Maddie Marquardt has on that left one, just below her left condyle, below her knee. A little technical term for you there. I'm not trying to get too smart here, folks. But she falls on that a couple times. So it's always sore right there. Moore stays in, though. Going back to serve will be Nininger. Addison, number 8, the senior. The lefty, Knutson, up to the front. Loose, reaches up, touches it. Covered nicely by the Knights. Damon comes left side. Maddie, oh, big hit from Marquardt there. A big swing by Marquardt. Devils up 8-4. Now injury up on the front left. And I'm not sure if came down and hit something for the Knights. Of course, they wear their light blue, darker blue shorts. Trying to see who got hit there. We'll give you a little update there as their coach comes out to check, Courtney Walker. Oh, and a shout out there while I think about it. The Belleville East coach is Abby Hanger. Her mom came up to talk to me before, said, "You're from Quincy, right?" Well, she used to play volleyball with Stafford and Tedro Luce from Payson. She said, I think it's a little town outside called Seymour or something like that. So a shout out there to the gang there, Stafford and Tedro Luce, from Abby Hanger. Knutson after the timeout, the injury timeout, on the net. Mater Dei comes back to the Blue Does for another score. Devils up 9-4 early in this one. Good job to get an early lead. Knutson's out there with Damon and Farlow right in front of her. At the front row, ready to hit Moore, Bunty, and Marquardt. Good ace and serve there. Received on the other end. Over towards the fans. And a timeout. Devils leading 8-4 early in this one. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more. I almost said Woodmart. You'll have Woodmart here. We're back with more Quincy High Volleyball right here on megasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Back out of the timeout, Leah Knutson to serve. Doing a nice job. Received on the other side by Lampe. Knutson to set. Damon over to the right side. Moore. Cross the court with a push. Good job out front by Lindsay Baining. Up front, Bunty with a kill. Lena went from the left across court. Has the score. Devils got an 11-4 lead early in this one. Knutson still to serve. Checking the lineup here on the other side. Nininger hangs that left line, now comes up. And Knutson's service error on that one. Side out goes over to the Knights of Mater Dei. Substitution coming in. Number 35 in the front row, 25, Marla Haig. And going all the way back to serve will be Haley Klosterman. Nice little knuckleball, broke to the left. Big hit there. Bunty, though, has it blocked back. Knutson saves it, and so does Farlow. Devils do a great job and a big hit on the left front there. That was Marley Haig for the score for the Knights. But boy, after that big hit in the front, Knutson was there, so was Farlow. Took a couple shots. Devils got it back across. 6 serving 11 for the Knights. Klosterman still back there. Speaking of all them Mater Dei Knights that went to QU, congratulations to that 85 softball team that won the Nationals. Big swing from the right side. Moore hits the net, rolls over, does not get over. Score for the Knights, sneaking back in. They're within 4. Devils need a side out as Klosterman serves. Yeah, Amy Luton, Diane Glob, and all those gals from the 85 team, national champions. Markwart sends it over after Damon sets it up. Big hit in the front, partially blocked. Newsom's there. 3 hits, does it get over? No. Good job to make 3 contacts no matter what. Went out on the other side. Another score by the Knights. Some of these teams down here, of course, a lot of them will be in our regional. Ace on the other end by Klosterman. Devils, I think, are called the timeout and do. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Blue Devil Volleyball, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
Great price of those Pepsi products, 6 packs. I'd get out there right now at Walmart and get them bought. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, all the good stuff. After the timeout, coming back, Klosterman to serve. Monterey's down by 2, 9-11. Trying to go to that line. Markwart covered it. They come back to Markwart. She gets blocked right back at her. Double team right up there. Leading the way, Van Bockel. Knights doing a little run of their own after the Devils had their run. Yeah, you talk about the teams that are playing down here. A lot of the looks we'll have, and this is one of the sites for the regionals. Up front, Bunty. Oh, sneaks one in. Moves it from in front of her. Pushes it over to the left for the dink. Good dink. Good dink. Devils will have it now to serve. 12 serving 10. Madeline Hamby checks in. Also, Edie Campbell up to the front row. Knudsen and Farlow back here giving low 5s. Hamby to serve. Good topspin on it. Up to the front. Comes to the right side. Oh, Knudsen with a great one-hand dig there. Right side, Edie Campbell. Left side, Mater Dei goes over the blocks. Oh, and a little confusion there. They call a net. I thought they said 2-0, but we don't have a 2-0. If they meant 1-12, we'll give them that. We have that, Edie Campbell. And speaking of 11 and 12, that's the score right now. Mater Dei 11 serving 12. Trying to check the far number there on who that was serving. Bunty tried to sneak one in again. This time Neninger was there. Hit from the right side. Oh, and a good hit there. It was up high on Farlow. Lindsey Benning with the shot. Farlow had her hands up, but the ball went back. We are tied up 12-12. Addison Henninger serving. Good serve out there. Devils couldn't do anything with it. Could have been Reese Crakey, but I'm looking back there, but it is Henninger. There's an 8 and a 9, and they look crunched up in the front. It doesn't look like Henninger actually now. Henninger is a little bit taller. As here we go. Up 1, Mater Dei. Oh, and a deep serve there. Markwart came in. Knudsen dropped back. Dropped it right in on that back corner. Checking our score here as soon as the referee moves aside a little bit. Yes, and that is Reese Crakey in the back serving as Addison Henninger is up on the left. That is relation to Paul Crakey, according to the guy I talked to. Big hit from the left. Oh, Edie Campbell, but a good job of bringing it back this way. Free one for the Devils. Trying to sneak one over. Lift up in the front row. Lift was called on number 21, Avery Patton. Devils get the score. Substitutions now. Markwart comes out. Avery Lubeck had her best serving game. The first match across the way, playing Liberty from Wentzville with the victory there. 25-16, 25-17. Front row up there now. Campbell, Bunty, and Farlow. Knudsen and Hamby in between. Lubeck, great job on that serve. Mater Dei receives it well. Good job blocked. Lubeck then to Hamby to the left side. Farlow tries to work the left side. Here comes the left side and the block. Campbell was up there and so was Bunty. Ball got tangled up in the hands. Dropped down. Mater Dei gets the side out and the point. Mater Dei should be leading 14-13. Mater Dei to serve. Great knuckleball serve there by Abby Cool. Big hit by Alyssa Farlow from the left side. Big hit off of the Knights and up in the stands. (15-14). Thank you. The official stepped aside for a second. We're down by 1. Nenninger sets. Good dive there by Kennedy Gieselman. Check that. Actually into the ball game for the first time. I believe that was Gwen Zwick. Yes, Gwen did a great job of coming up on that one. Gwen stuck up on me there. Devils down 16-14. 14-16. Mater Dei serves from the right side, down the right line. Farlow is there. Hamby to set, clear across the right side. Good job cross cut by Edie Campbell. Mater Dei covers. Devils got a free one. Hamby goes right to the front. Campbell right down the left. Good job there. Loose went off and broke to the right. Campbell snuck behind her for the point. First set here in the second match today. That scores I gave you earlier of 25-16, 25-17 was the Liberty out of Wentzville match. They are the Liberty Eagles too. 3 Liberty teams over in Missouri. Of course, one Liberty is way over by Kansas City. Serve is over. Big hit. And off Kennedy Gieselman. The hit comes from the right side. I believe that was Avery Patton on that big hit. She gets subbed right away. Clara Van Bockel comes in. Gieselman is back already received, as well as Lubeck, Knudsen, and Farlow. 3 back to receive. Moore and Luce up in the front. Sets across. Madison, great job through the double block. We had up there, Nenninger was up there. And I believe also alongside her was Van Bockel. Big hit between them both. I don't know how I missed that score from Mater Dei. Every time they look over there, Mater Dei's got an extra point. Farlow to serve. Alyssa, just a barely touched. And then it barely touched. It came up to the front. Nenninger does that turn with her left and the southpaw with the kill. She may lead this team in assists. And she's got a bunch, 395. But she's up there to attack as well. Now back to serve is Addison Nenninger. Comes right here. Good hustle. Good job, Leah Knudsen. And there's the volleyball. Good hustle, Leah. As she came into your living room there. Not much you could do on that one. Good serve. Maddie hit it, and it came flying right here in your living room, and so did Leah. She slid under the table. Marquardt gets this one. Up to Gieselman. Loose was blocked, but Farlow has it. Gieselman gets it over for a free one for the Knights. Work the left side. Big hit, blocked, but out of bounds from Lena Moore. 2016, Mater Dei, the timeout. We'll take one too. It's Blue Devil Volleyball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back here at Belleville East, timeout taken. Devils are down right now, 16-20. Addison Nenninger for Mater Dei serving. By the way, if that line judge looks familiar up here, it's Madison Luce's mom, so she can be closer to the action and watch. I'm pretty sure that was Jess up there. They asked for a couple of volunteers. On the far end was one of Mater Dei's volunteers. Nenninger will be serving, 20 serving, 16. As I mentioned, the teams down here, O'Fallon, Belleville West, Belleville East, Granite City, Collinsville, Alton, and Edwardsville. Those are the teams in our, all are in the same conference except for Granite City, the Southwestern Conference. East St. Louis is in that conference. We beat them twice in the early bird. Ooh, it looked like a net up front. Mater Dei looked like a net. Gieselman and Luce were up to block, and then everybody turned to look for, I got it, you take it. So communication there, talking. Volleyball over in the court. Hold on. Wow, lucky there for the Devils. Volleyball went across the court on the back. Jessica tried to go get it and call timeout, but instead, Neninger served into the net for the side out. So Devils with a break there. Leah Knutson serving for the Devils. Oh, and a service error there. Wanted to get that knuckle over to drop. Just caught the top of the net. Modern day substitution. Marley Haig comes in, dropping back to serve, Haley Klosterman. Modern day leads. Markward does his job. Bunty comes up with a big hit, and that's the kind of set. Kennedy Giselman did a great set there, got the ball high enough up, and give Bunty a chance to go up over. In fact, get up high enough to go over the blockers and hit it down. Score for the Devils. 18, serving 22. Substitutions, Kennedy goes out. Moore's over there, rubbing her knee a little bit. Madeline Hamby to serve. Jada Brown in for the first. Good serve, almost a point. Knutson, good job on the dig. Right side, Markward, big swing. Looking for a touch? No. Markward's hit there was down at the end of the bench for Mater Dei, much like Mater Dei earlier went after Gieselman and Bunty on the end of the bench with a big hit. Substitution, Ava Lampy. Lampy goes out, the defensive special libero. In to serve now, Reese Krakey, outside hitter, freshman. Knutson steps in front of Markward to get it, to Hamby. Bunty, good job, into the net. Oh, and a great save on the back by Krakey. Top, Jada Brown. Oh, Jada Brown from the left side just came in. Thought we had a big hit score. We do such a good job when we substitute. It seems like whoever comes in has the big hit. Devils need a side out here. Jada Brown up front there with Bunty. Hamby sets to the back. Farlow, big and long, as she got a big swing out of that as well. And that was it, folks. Mater Dei wins the first one. 25-18 or 18-25 if you're the Blue Devils. Devils had an early lead by about 4 or 5 points. I'd have to go back and look. But Mater Dei fought back. That's a good volleyball team. Again, they're 15-4. I think 16-4, excuse me now, after beating Liberty. So a very good volleyball team, very good volleyball program for years. Coach Rockers was there years ago. I'll have to go back and do a double check. We talked about Mater Dei and Breeze Central having to battle to get out of their own regional for years, and both teams both head to state. So anyway, those teams that are in our regional, and the regionals either be here at Belleville East or at Granite City. Basketball, we went to Granite City. Good chance to go to Granite City again, but we never know. Devils, of course, leading the way at 17-1. So Devils are 17-1. Looking at the rest of it, these are about a week old now. Belleville East was 14-4. Edwardsville was 13-5. Collinsville was 14-10. O'Fallon was 12-7. So you got 4 of those teams somewhat comparable, in the top 4 for the Devils up there. Belleville West is 9-11. Alton is 7-18. And, of course, Granite City, 3-13-1. A lot of times they do not play a lot of the Southwestern Conference teams simply for the fact that they're outmatched. East St. Louis is in that conference, but East St. Louis is not in our regional. That's a good thing, although we did beat them twice earlier this year up in our early bird tournament. 25-13, 25-13, and came back 25-21, 25-14. All right, Devils for this lineup. Second match, Elena Moore, Maddie Markwart, Madison Luce, Alyssa Farlow, Kennedy Gieselman, and Lena Bunny. Leah Knutson waits on the side for a substitution. And that starting lineup is brought to you by Club 4 Volleyball. Want to work on your game? Just want to have fun? Want to go out and talk to Harold Llewellyn? That is Coach Mike. Hey, he's out there to work out, as well as a lot of other good ones. You just heard that shout out I had there to Stafford and Tedro Luce from the coach down here at Belleville East. But Club 4 Volleyball, our starting lineup sponsors. Leah Knutson waits on the side. Mater Dei on the other side as we wait. I'm sure Ava Lampy will be starting at Abby Cool. We've got also Addison Neninger. I've got a feeling Adrian Rockers might be hurt. I was talking to a gentleman when I asked about pronunciation, which I already knew, and he said she got hurt. So we'll keep an eye out there on that. Addison Neninger, of course, out there. Claire Van Bockel, Haley Klosterman, and Avery Patton, I think, still starting, number 21. This time also we have Lauren Jamrock in the lineup. Lauren Jamrock wears number 10. She's a defensive specialist, libero senior. And here's the substitution, bringing Ava Lampy in, the junior defensive specialist, libero. And here we go. Ready to start. Set number 2. Mater Dei leads 1-0. Devils right there in your living room. Markward out in front to Gieselman. Gieselman sets to Farlow. Pushes across court. Trying to sneak one in there was Nenninger. Devils have it. Loose setting. Farlow goes long. And I don't know if this official, if you're supposed to put the flag up, if the one on the other end does, but all the way down here he threw his flag up. I'm sure they don't give you any of the rules other than, hey, stay off the court, in or out. Mater Dei serving, and service error. Lampy with the service error. Like I said, Devils got up early in that first set too, and that's where you really got to put the foot down. Whether it's on the gas or on the neck, either one. Gas is usually a good one. Farlow down to serve for the Devils. The let serve, and it drops. Excellent job there. Trying to get to it was Jamrock. Jamrock could not get to it. Devils with the point. Ace for Farlow. So glad you're with us here today from Belleville East. Beautiful day out there. I took the Illinois side. Always love the scenic. We're the boys from Illinois. Left side. Free one. Loose. Kicks it over to Gieselman. Gieselman for Markwood. Double blocked. Coming in. Loose. Set in front. Good job. Nenninger. There she is. Sets another one for us. I get in play again. Every time that ball comes back. I'm showing my quickness back here, folks. By the way, that feel wasn't a soft touch. It had more of a leather, the true leather, on the volleyball. I believe a Wilson. Leah Knudsen takes Nenninger, sets it up for the Devils. Markwart, cross court. Good job on the kill. Ball goes down the hallway behind the bleachers. Side out for the Devils. Up 3-2 early in the second set. Jeff Wellman with you on this beautiful day. You know, I could do like we tried last night, talking to Coach Brown on the phone. I guess I could have called Coach Llewellyn and had the phone up to my ear and gave the color commentary as he's watching. Shout out to Mike. Big swing out here on the right side. Devils do a great job. They take it to the right. Moore gets up, trying to check her knee, how she feels. Farlow in the back, sets to Gieselman. Gieselman cross court. Markwart gets double blocked. Bunty was there. Gieselman, now Farlow from the back. And a good job. Hits the block, goes out. Farlow from behind the 10-foot line. Here's that early lead for the Devils. Leah Knudsen now back to serve again. Lampy in the middle of the court, ready to receive. Actually, reception comes to the right side. Quick set, and it was a quick hit too. It looked like Claire Van Bockel on the hit for Mater Dei. Good set by Nenninger. She's got the set, she's got the a lot of quick sets, and then she's got that left. And not just a dink, she comes in with some power. And Devils receive, but he goes over. Can't get it back in before it lands on the other side. Mater Dei ties it up 4-4. Deep serving. Number 14, Haley Klosterman. Comes the same. Markward gets it off the shoulder. Knudsen then sends it up front. Bunty, though, has to just send it over the pass. Left side. Oh, good job out there. Moore and Bunty for the block. Big hit came from the left side, but the Devils were there. Devils cover very well on that one. Substitution. Jada Brown, Madeline Hamby in. Moore's out with Gieselman. Hamby to serve. 5 serving 4 in the second set. Madeline wears number 11. Good serve to the back. Lampy received. Knudsen, the great dig with the one hand. And then trying to get it over. Nenninger, realizing Knudsen dove with that dig and was left her spot. She thought she could get it over for a quick one, but the problem was she went right into the net. The Devils up by 2, serving again with Brown, Bunty, and Markwart up on the front line. Nenninger sets the right side. Big swing, big block. Bunty and Markwart there for the block. Double hit from the big swing from the right side. Devils get it back on our side. I like this side too. You can see our girls a little bit better. Madeline Hamby serving, up 3. She goes right side this time. The pass goes completely over to the other side, and a freebie. Farlow to Knutson, almost trips over Farlow, and that was the problem. Leah tripped over her foot, over Alyssa's foot, and then tried to get it up front, and of course, our front row was trying to get in position, so weren't ready for that ball. Coach may say the out-of-system plays. Knutson up down front to Hamby. And a big quick hit, Bunny, but a good block out front. Looked like Patton. And there's the big hit from the left side, Jada Brown. And we talk about these Devils, when one plays good, everybody's on the roll. And then when they come out, maybe they're down, we bring somebody else in. Jada hasn't been in the last couple games much. She comes in for blocking and for big hits like that. Avery Lubeck's into the match. She served very well at the end of the Liberty, actually all through the Liberty match. And there's an ace. Dives down, it's hard. The pass can't be received and goes up off the back wall. This is where the Devils were in that first match, up by at least 4, 9-5 this time. Lubeck puts a little curve on that one. Quick hit, right there for the block was Brown. Now they're gonna go to Brown. She's gonna push deep. Knights will have it. Lampy comes up front. Knutson's back there to receive. Now Neninger sets. Lampy over to the right side. Trying to sneak it in and does. Benning. Knutson tried to come up with the dig. It was right behind our front line. Just a well-placed ball. Serving for the Knights, Abby Cool. Where's number 3? Knutson sends it over, so it's a free one for the Knights. They'll go left side. Good job by Hamby. To Knutson now. Brown. And Brown just in the net a little bit. Timing was just off a little bit. Score goes back over to the Knights. Abby Cool, the sophomore. Farlow receives. Hamby sets. Farlow, the touch. And out. Could not see around the official. Alyssa tried to push over there just past the blocks. Just off the line. Serve coming again by Cool. Hamby to set. This time Brown. It was up front. She had to push over 2 hands. Lubeck in the back. Quick hitter. Bunty. Good job on the other side by Lampy. And running that line off the front line was number 25, Marley Haig. That score should have knotted up 9-9. Cool continues to serve. Received by Knutson. Big hit. But a good job by the Knights covering up. Devils block. Hamby tries to get to it and does score. She puts it up on the top bleacher. You got a bleacher there. She just wasn't sure where the bleacher was at. Got a hold of it, and it rolled up to the top, which is 20 bleachers up. Here comes Mater Dei. Received by Farlow. Right hit. Bunty tried to dink. Coming back, and then on the other side, the quick set across. Avery Patton put it in a spot where we weren't. Timeout taken by the Devils. Down 11-9, I do believe. It's back for Quincy High Blue Devil Volleyball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa!
Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
And they come back quick, served by Mater Dei. Big hit in the front. Bunty, it was a quick hit. I couldn't tell if it got over the net on that one. Lena puts down the score. Comes back to the Devils. Checking in, Gwen Zwick. Gwen will go back to serve. Lubeck and Hamby in between the front row of Luce, Farlow, and Jada Brown. Good Zwick serve down the right line. No, hit the antenna. Mater Dei had a tough time. Of course, that serve was so good down the line. The pass went across court and then tried to be set to the left side, outside the court and off the antenna. Tied at 11. Zwick to serve. Down that right side again. Good job on the other side. That was Klosterman receiving, and it came back quick on the court. Point for the Knights. Bunty checks in. Knutson checks in. Brown and Zwick check out. Check that. No, Brown stays in. Bunty comes out. And hiding back in that back corner to serve was Reese Creek. Nope. Lauren Jamrock serves it long. Side out. Devils get it. 12-12, second set. Hamby and Brown go out. Kennedy Gieselman checks in. I'll look up front. I think Moore came in because it's Moore, Luce, and Farlow at the front. Knutson and Lubeck right here in front of us between Gieselman. Going deep and just a little long there. Kennedy trying to work that back line. A fine line between getting that ball to drop on it. So glad you're with us on this Friday afternoon. Already October 3rd. This tournament continues tomorrow as well after the pool play tonight. Determines where you're fit. And a great job setting there. Farlow went up. That push that Coach talked about the other night, like a slam dunk at Geneseo. Got the point, back to the Devils. Farlow will serve. Lubeck goes out. Markworth comes back in. Maddie's up there with Elena and Madison. Good serve by Farlow. Henninger tried to sneak one by. Devils are got it now. Big hit there by Markworth. Henninger was there, but offer out of play. That's a point for the Devils. Knutson snuck up on that one, knowing that Nenninger, with an N, not Henninger, is really tough there when she sees that open spot. Farlow works down the right side. Nenninger sets the left side. Klosterman has it blocked back into the court. That's Madison loose. That's what we need. You know, we talked about the Hannibal matches and some of that where blocks were going out. That time Madison was angled in. The block was hard, but across the court and in play. Devils with the score. Farlow with the serve. Farlow with the ace. Trying to dive for the Knights, I believe, was Krakey. Couldn't get there. Ball flies over their fans. You got the Devils blue and, of course, the light blue of Mater Dei Knights. Devils lead 16-13. Farlow, another good serve. Cross, Lampy. Knutson now for the Devils. Gieselman sets it up. Moore, hard down. Great job on the other side, receiving by Krakey. Trying to dink one in. Gieselman was there. Knutson to the right side. Moore, big hit. Gieselman again for the protection. And a double hit. I guess the Devils, maybe a double hit. You have a block, and then you can recover and do it. I didn't see what the Devils did on that one. Looked pretty good up there, but Gieselman, a couple good saves up at the net. Nenninger serving. Markworth receives. Gieselman serves up front. And Lena Moore, the quick one. And Lena moved to the left as well. Got up, and it wasn't a full hit. It was like that Farlow push. Devils with the score. Leah Knutson back. We're up 3, 17-14. Good time for a run. Madison loose is over as Bunty is in there with Markworth and Moore in the front. Knutson worked that line. Quick set. Was there, but too late. Bad timing, but good job by Benning. Good hit by Moore. The set, no. Free ball for the Devils. Farlow up to the front. Oh, and a great dink, but Bunty didn't get it over Von Bockel, and she was there to send it back. Just again, get up a little bit higher to let her push it over the top hands. Mater Dei serving. Klosterman to serve. Her numeral counterpart 14. Markworth picks it up, and then Markworth comes up on the set and puts down the kill. Sweet play there by Markworth. Gieselman goes out with Moore. Jada Brown comes back in, as well as Madeline Hamby. Hello to our fan that just walked by there. This is a little better than the first game because I've got a screen behind me in the concession, so we're kind of blocked over here. The other one, we had people walking every once in a while. Madeline Hamby to serve for the Devils. Knuckleball down. Good job on the dig. Nenninger then has it up. Devils with a free one. Hamby cross court. Markworth sends one over and a point. A soft roll over the block. Devils up 19-15. Timeout taken by Mater Dei. We'll take one too. Back with Quincy High Volleyball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back to action here. The pool, 4 pools, as we said, 5 pools. Pool A is Normal Community, Incarnate Wood, and Belleville West. Okay, they never give me enough time to get that out. That's okay. Madeline Hamby to serve. Devils are up 19-15 after the timeout. Up in front, Nenninger will go behind her. And a good job there. They say in. You'll have to look because I was jumping up to protect the camera as that was right down the line. Nenninger set it behind her. That was a nice set, by the way. I couldn't tell who the kill was there, I think. Do a double check here. Wasn't Klosterman. She wears number 14. I think it was Benning. Number 18. I was quick on the hands on that one. Right down the line here. Love this shot, though. A lot of times you like the upper shot. Get a good view here. Knudsen to Hamby to set to the right side. Markworth. Markworth, it's blocked, but it's out. That's what you say. Work down that line. Double block there, but hit it hard enough. Block went out. Markworth now will go out. Avery Lubeck checks in. She'll be back to serve. Devils got that 20-16. This is where a couple good points and stretch it out. Mater Dei on that front line waiting on the left side. Lubeck works that down the right side. Hit. Blocked by Brown. Oh, and Brown was over there with Bunny. It was a good block. But the Devils couldn't get it. Farlow and Hamby were trying to get to it. Just fell in the right spot. Brown's up front with Bunty. Hamby's also up there as Farlow's in the back with Knudsen and Lubeck. Good job by Farlow on that knuckleball. Brown. Oh, and a great job by Brown going and getting that ball. I'll tell you what, Jada had a great job. It was off the court. She kept it inside the antenna, but just as it went across, ball came from the other court, and Leah Knudsen saw it and almost knocked it away. So it'll be back over to Mater Dei serving. Farlow to receive again. Wow, and a push. Good job by Knudsen on the dive. Hamby up front. Farlow goes down but hits the antenna. Out of play. And I tell you, Scott Moore's over there thinking that it went around the antenna. I can't tell from here. Back to the other side. And a serve is out of play. Serve taken there by Abby Kuhl. Side out, Blue Devils will get it. Madison's back in, Bunny's out, Knudsen's out. Also in, Gwen Zwick again. Zwick is serving with Luce, Farlow, and Brown up front. Lubeck and Madeline Hamby in the middle, ready to set. Big hit from that side. Oh, and a big hit. Luce was up there. The big hit from Marley Haig from the Knights. Devils still have a 2-point lead, up 21-19. Substitution. Zwick goes out. Knudsen comes in. Bundy also goes out. Brown's up front with Luce and Hamby. Back is Farlow, Lubeck, and Knudsen. Oh, good job by reaching up and getting that one. Brown, the big swing. Good job recovering by Crakey on the other side. Oh, no, it's Cool probably. And a good job of going all the way to the back, but the Knights do a good job. Brown then with the block up front. Knudsen to Hamby up front. Big hit. Good job by the Devils. Knudsen and Lubeck with one arm saves. And now a big hit from Farlow. Double block. It hits off Patton. Goes out of bounds. Boy, a couple good digs and saves on this side coming from some big hits from the Knights of Mater Dei. Hamby goes out. Lena Moore comes in. Jada Brown goes out. Kennedy Gieselman comes in. Kennedy comes back to serve. Devils got a 22-19 lead. Checking with officials. I'm sure they're talking about their substitutions. They keep track. Gieselman works across the court. Nenninger sets it quick. Knutson was there. Loose now goes up. Farlow goes over the double block. Nenninger across court, tried to get a quick one. Knutson, big swing by Moore. It hits, then hits two people, and I thought it was a fourth, but we had a block first. Gieselman, the big hit, loose, big swing, off the Knights, touched, out of play, and Lubeck with the dance. 23-19. Timeout taken, Mater Dei. This is kind of like the Hannibal back and forth chess match. We'll take one. We'll be back. Well, you know, we're going to stay here this time because every time I do a quick timeout, they hurry up and come back quicker. So we talked about the teams down here in the regional, in the Southwestern Conference. A lot of those teams we've seen through basketball through the years. Of course, our Western Big Six goes north, but then we come south. The only other place we could go is north, but there's a lot of, and Springfield has a lot of smaller schools, 3A, and so we're not matched up with them. So coming down here, we've learned to play with them all down here, especially in basketball. Coming out of the timeout, teams getting ready for their match. Orange, that must be, I don't know if that's Edwardsville or not. Gieselman to serve for the Devils. Oh, a let serve, doesn't drop though. Nenninger cross court. Good job by Gieselman. Knutson is going to have to go over. Good job by Moore just to put it in play. Free one. Big hit. Oh, and a big save there. Gieselman with a good job there. It got up to the net, though. Knights get the score. Big swings, but big digs. 23-20. Now 20 serving 23. Number 1, Ava Lampe. She's the defensive specialist, libero. Where's the darker blue? She works the left side. Farlow sets. To Gieselman. Farlow comes up. Farlow with a big swing. Good job on the block. Good job on the save by the Devils. Nenninger reaches up with that big left, and when she comes up, she knows right where she's going. And you see so many players up there, setters, you know, they do that quick. Either the quick set or the quick one over. She's got some power with hers, too. 21 serving, 23. Devils still need a side out. 2 points to win the second set. Farlow up front. Cross court. Loose with a little push. Nenninger gets up. And Nenninger, a lift. Woo! Lucky there for the Devils as it came out here to the dead corner. Right here it was no man. Went over our blockers and over Leah Knutson. Markworth's in with Moore and Loose up front. Gieselman. Knutson right in front of Farlow serving. For the set. Up 3. Nenninger brings it up. Good job by Gieselman with the dig. Moore across. Lampe gets it. Nenninger. Big hit. Bigger block. Moore with the block and the point. Devils come back in set number 2. Oh, what? Oh, we had a net. Wow. That looked like a big hit there for the Devils and the score. All right, we still going there. Devils still lead by 2. Set point. Serving is Nenninger. That's Addison Nenninger, the senior setter. Outside. Substitution now. Talking to coach over there, Courtney Walker. Devils in that front. Gieselman talking to the back row. Farlow, Markwart, and Knutson. Here's the big lefty. Markwart gets it up. Gieselman sets it for Markwart. Markwart sneaks it over, but Nenninger is there. Left side Klosterman. Good block by Loose. Oh, a good block by Loose, but it floated up. Knutson's playing deep for the big hits, and it snuck in that area in between. Blue Devils will call the timeout now. A little strategy here. And make sure you stick around for the post-match show. We'll talk to Coach, brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll also talk about some good plays and players in this match, brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and all the flavors. Gatorade, you take it. You got something called Bubbler, that's what it was, Bubbler. I'm thinking of Bubble Up back in the old days. For those back in the Quincy days, remember Bubble Up, the green bottle. Kind of looks like our Quincy buses back in those days. Here we go, 23 serving 24. Devils would like to get it on this point and take it to a third set. Nenninger serves. Knutson gets it up. Gieselman to Markwart, who will have to send it over for a free one, but a hard free one at that. Nenninger sends it deep, and back line just barely. Coach Brown was right there watching it too. Couldn't have got any closer. Looking for a towel now. We got some water on the floor. Boy, that would have been a nice one to close that one out there. Tied now 24-24. Devils playing well. Mater Dei, a very good team, as we knew, coming in. Always good volleyball. Good basketball as well. Here we go, Nenninger to serve. And the let serve falls in front of Markwart. Nothing the Devils could do on that one. Boy, that's a good one. And that's what we talk about. Those good servers, they want to hit that net, and every once in a while alter the ball, the flight of the ball. Nenninger, another let serve. That's 2 in a row. Up front, good touch. Oh, a good dig by Lampy. She had the pancake up front. Giesman sets, big swing, and a big block up front. The block came from Claire Von Bockel. Devils couldn't get it, and a tough one for the Devils here. They play very well against a very good team, losing 25-18 in the first one, and this one went, well, 24-26 if you got the Devils first. Devils led both of them early in the match when we were in the single digits. Mater Dei works their way back in both matches, or both sets, excuse me, and they close it out here as they win 2-0, and the Devils will drop back to 17-2. I got to keep remembering to make that victory in there against Liberty. And Mater Dei will go to 17-4. So Devils know where they're at on that. Now, I'm not sure what that does. That makes us 1-1 in the pool. Liberty's 0-2. Mater Dei's 2-0. So when Coach comes, we might be able to tell where we're at for the next matches then. We'll leave this on the screen. You can watch the next teams warming up there. Again, this tournament's been going on 28 years. They did have a neat thing inside. Of course, they talk about the Belleville East Winter Basketball Tournament they have here in January, sponsored by the Bank of Springfield. Also, Dr. Robert Kello, the Memorial Foundation. He was a devoted family man here and a pediatrician, dear friend of the high school sports here. He unexpectedly lost his life on December 2nd, 2021. So they started a foundation and generous donations. They have the annual Dr. Bob Open Golf was formed, and they raise and distribute to organizations and entities near and dear to Dr. Kello's passions. So that was pretty cool there. By the way, now we'll have a chance in the post-match here to talk a little bit about the teams that are in the pools. Pool A, Normal Community, Incarnate Wood from St. Louis, and Belleville West. Pool B, Mater Dei, Quincy High, and Liberty. Pool C, I think that's Cor Jesus. I've never, Corjesu, I believe, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it might be St. Louis. Mascuda and MIC DS, that's the day school. Good football program that Fred Bouchard just left and moved over to Kansas City, actually over in Kansas, as he's a football coach there now. Waterloo, Belleville East, and Plainville East are the teams in Pool D, and Pool E, Breeze Central, O'Fallon, and Gateway Legacy. So that's your wrap-up there. Friday, they mentioned the games that are all out here. They play at 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. Of course, we played the 5:30 and 6:30. We should know our bracket since everybody's done. 7:30 has Waterloo against Belleville East, Breeze Central and O'Fallon, and Normal Community against Incarnate Wood. So those are your three matches here to wrap stuff up. Here in front of me, kind of look like Edwardsville with their orange, but they're not the Bulldogs. Waterloo, there you go. And, of course, Waterloo Jabot's down there as well. So, anyway, Devils played a great match. Very good ball team out here. And they really know from this match here, again, where they're at. They're in the top teams. It's just closing one out here. And Mater Dei just holds still. And Nenninger's pretty good. They're big hitters just like us. A lot of comparisons out there. And Devils, I thought, had a good match. So we'll talk to Coach afterwards and hear her thoughts on that as well. By the way, Club 4 Volleyball, thank you for your sponsorship of the starting lineups, as well as just allowing Coach Llewellyn to sneak away once in a while, because he's pretty busy over there as well. Refreshing Services, Bepsi with the plays and players of the game. We also have the pregame, Woodmart Building Center. I'm sorry I was out here chuckling because I'm defending myself from the balls as well. And the QHS Auto Group, which we'll hear from Coach, faith, family, and giving back. So, Moore seems to be limping a little bit there. I wonder how she's doing. But, again, no reason to hang your head at all. Good match against a good team. You heard Coach talking in the last post game. She didn't think they played their best, even though getting the victory against Liberty. And then coming out here, you got to have your best at all time, and it's got to be from the opening serve to the last point because Mater Dei is just good. They're a good ball team. So, anyway, we'll be back more with the Mecca post-match when we talk to Coach after we take a break right here on meccasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Excuse me there, folks. I had to talk to Leah Knutson and say hi to her again as she came into your living room on that one, diving in. Great play out there. Hey, Jess, great job out there tonight on the lines. That's Madison Luce's mom who was out there on the lines. If you had a problem with any of the lines, give her hell. So, no, please do not. So, hey, and when I do get Coach here, we'll have a chance to find out what the matchups are for tomorrow. This was bonus coverage, folks. We were not planning on covering. We were liking to, but we knew we weren't being up top, weren't sure where we were going to be set, and then I just happened to be coming down on the way to maybe see my son in Nashville. So what do? I stop by here and say hi, and as I told Coach out there, I said, well, then I should be heading on, but knowing me, I might be here again tomorrow. So we'll find out the times first and go from there. By the way, next week for the Blue Devils, Tuesday at home against Sterling, Thursday at Galesburg. So 2 of the Western Big Six matches there, and then Quincy High's Invitational on Saturday. So a big week of volleyball. Sterling, by the way, and I forgot to mention this in the pregame because it wasn't Western Big Six, Sterling beat Moline last night 2-1. So Sterling with a big victory. They only had one in the conference so far. They get the victory. Good job, Gwen. And they did a great job out there. Got the victory. I talked to Sterling earlier in the day to get a score from the Geneseo match. And so, anyway, Coach pops up here now. Let me get you all lined up there, Coach.
Yep.
All right, now I tell you, we knew that you weren't very happy with the Liberty game and the way we played, but we got the victory.
Right.
You knew you couldn't come over here and do the same thing.
Correct.
Now, what I liked is we got up early. In the single digits, we're up by 4 or 5. Both matches, though, we know this Mater Dei team. They're not going away.
Nope.
And even when we got into the second set, we got right to that point where 20, and you're like, boy, we need to put it away. But I tell you, very good volleyball team, and I thought you guys had some pretty good plays, especially from some of the big hits and the defensive plays. Now, a lot of times they were sneaking them in early, but then Leah moved up and picked those up.
Yep. No, we were playing a lot scrappier than what we did in the first game against Liberty. We knew we had to move. There was just still a lot of hesitation from them on balls that should not have dropped at all, that we normally are relentless pursuit on, and they knew it. As soon as they did it, they were very frustrated with themselves. We played a lot with our emotions in that game, and it was a roller coaster. And instead of composing like we've been doing all season, they just were all over the place, and they knew it, and they were very frustrated about it. But we just got to find a way with competitive teams like that are going to challenge us like we need for coming into the postseason to compose those feelings and let everything go. Next ball. And normally we do that, and I don't feel like we did that today.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because this really is this combined with next week's Invitational, and of course our Western Big Six action is really preparing us for the end of the season.
100%.
Yeah, records don't matter when you come in. Well, they do if we're on our seedings.
Right.
But for the most part, we're up in the top. We've got 4 teams down here. so we'll get a chance to see some of those teams. But we're very competitive with all those teams. So, again, I think we had a good look. We understand Breeze Mater Dei. We knew them ahead of time. So now the question is, we've already got done with our pool play. Do we already know when we play tomorrow?
We will not know until sometime tonight. So
is this secret envelope and ballot?
Well, there's like a link because there's 3 teams that can still possibly go to gold if they're second in their pool. And so technically we are second in our pool, but there's an opportunity depending on how the other teams played in their pools. They're going to base it off of winning percentage and how many points and how they won by, and now those top 3 teams that were in second place will move up to the gold bracket for tomorrow.
I'll bore everybody too because there's 4 notes here as well on that, because again we got 5 pools, and so your top 5 go to gold, and we got to send 3 more. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we will find out real soon.
Great. And then looking at that, 8 o'clock in the morning is when we start?
That's when games do start.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody plays that first. Surely not everybody can play in the first one. So we're not sure yet. We'll find out. When's the last game tonight? I don't even know. 7:30 right now. So we'll know probably around 8:30, 9.
I know we think it's later, like we're saying we're going to hear later on. But it is later on already.
It is.
I mean,
it's so weird.
We get in the gym like this. I tell you what, I love the setup. I love that you're on this side so we can watch. Leah Knudsen hustles all the way back for a ball and slides under my table. I mean, I saw a lot of good hustle there. What were the keys there, did you think, that were just that little bit that Mater Dei got hit? Now, I will say Neninger can set, but she sets well, she sets quick, but she's got that left. And it ain't quick, it's a kill. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty dangerous. We haven't seen that yet this year.
No, we have not. Most of our setters that we see are either short or they are running a 6-2 where they stay in the back row like we run. So, no, we've definitely not seen that. And what we told the girls after the game was, this is going to better us. It's okay it's honestly better for us to get these losses right now so we can learn and build on that and be ready for the postseason when we play really great teams.
So what'd you think? What were some of the highlights today from your play against Mater Dei?
Well, we found, if we could push our sets out, we struggled getting our sets to the outside, all the way to the pin. Everything was so far in. I don't know why. We've never done that before, and I'm like, okay, we've got to switch something up here. We've got to push them out. Once we did, we were able to push the ball to the deep corner, make them cross, and it was a kill every time. But we didn't get that opportunity a lot because we couldn't get our sets there. But whenever we were able to finally give a few free balls, we could run that offense and, kind of confuse them on the other side. We just didn't get that many opportunities to do that. And
I did see where a couple of the early sets were not high enough for Bunny. We always talk about, I'd rather see that ball up in the sky, because one time she was hanging there for a whole long time before she was. Get it up there, because when it's low, there's no way to get that hand, and you got everybody down here. I'd rather see her up as high as you can. Put that ball up there and make her get it. Yeah. Another thing, I felt like our serves were very aggressive tonight against Mater Dei. They were ready to serve them, and I feel like that was always headstrong for us. They asked for receive when they won the flip, and I was like, they like the first ball kill just as much as we do. I was like, y'all better come out. And so they came out with the most aggressive serves of the night. So that was a good thing for us. Well, I'll expect a phone call from you. Let me know what's up for tomorrow. I wasn't even, it's funny, I was on the way to Nashville possibly to see my son, thinking I was coming. And then I saw the post from the Quincy volleyball site that went in the Alumni Association, and it said, oh, nice job, Jeff, with the knee. And it said, hey, check out Mecca Sports today. And I went, I'm there then. Well, I thought you told me you were going to be here, so I was I think I did last night, because I did. Because I really wanted Mike to come down too, but it wasn't planned. And I thought, I can always make a stop if I keep going. And knowing me, depending on where we set up, you're probably going to see me out here again tomorrow. Okay. All right, man. Thank you so much. You're going to hold me to it? I mean, that would be great. We love you here. All right. Thank you. And that's Kate Brown. Of course, her comments are brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. We'll send it to see those ads, and then we'll wrap it up here down in Belleville East for tonight. Devils go 1-1, and it's Blue Devil volleyball right here. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And back, of course, I never went anywhere, and you saw volleyballs flying. You might have saw my arm jumping up there, too. No! And so I guess I could do the, I'll have to think about that, Saturday Night Live. I can't remember the character now. Anyway, we're in the post-match, brought to you by, of course, QHS with the coaches' comments, and, of course, you heard the Pepsi plays and players of the game as well. Devils do lose the second one. Beat Liberty earlier today at 5:30, 25-16, 25-17. And then Mater Dei, even though a couple early leads, Mater Dei comes back winning. Devils lose. And, of course, Mater Dei 25, Devils 18. Last one, Devils were up 22. I'll have to look back on the thing, but we had about a 3 lead and ended up losing that one 26-24. But good stuff here. You heard Coach talking about it. This is preparing, and tomorrow for next week for the Western Big Six, for next week for the Quincy Invitational, and for postseason either here or at Granite City. Those come out October 7th and 8th. Seeds come out 7th, 8th, or 9th. The brackets come out, I believe. I'll do a double check on that. Hold on a second here before you guys leave. I don't want to leave you with some wrong dates. I do have that in the back of my book. I got all kinds of good stuff here. And maybe, you know what? I think I took that page out of the book right before I left. Oh, here we go. Thursday, October 9th. Seeds are announced. Brackets are out Friday, October 10th. Regionals start Monday, October 27th. And state, November 14th and 15th. Hey, so glad you're with us here. Jeff Wellman, enjoyed the day. We'll find out later tonight when Coach calls me, and we'll see if we can be here again tomorrow for some of this action right down here at Belleville East. It's the Metro Classic, the 28th annual. Devils go 1-1. Ready for some more action tomorrow as they'll revamp and take it up there. Hopefully, maybe see Mater Dei maybe later in this tournament in the gold bracket. So, glad you've been with us here. Glad to all of our sponsors. Shout out to everybody out here. If you like what's going on, hit like, hit subscribe. Alerts will come out to you. Stop, and if you really like your business and you want to be here, give us a call. You'll find the sites out there. Catch us at a volleyball match. We'll be glad to help you out there. All right, that's the finals here from Belleville East, the Metro Classic. Devils go 1-1 on this Friday. And, of course, all day it's been Quincy High Blue Devil Volleyball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.